Hey everyone, I just wanted to hop on here before I go do my workout today, and just was reading something this morning in my study time, and it was really compelling to me, and I felt like I wanted to share it with you all. And it's actually a quote by John Eldredge. It's in another book that I'm reading, but this really stuck out to me. I'm just going to share it with you, and then I don't really have a script or anything that I'm going to talk about. I just want to reflect on this. Um, According to John Eldredge, he says, don't start by asking what the world needs. Start by asking what makes me come alive. For what the world needs are people who are alive. And I just got to thinking about that, and I was just so inspired by that, that as I'm in this um, longing to make an impact, as I'm in this place in my season of life where I'm just fired up about investing in people and helping them find the community around them where they can just come alive, I find myself thinking that the reason this is working is because I'm so fired up about it. It's not because the world needs it, although I think the world needs it, and that's why I'm fired up about it. It's that thing that gets me out of bed in the morning. It's that thing that makes me just work so hard day in and day out, writing and crafting and figuring out how am I going to have an impact. And whether you are someone who's working at a factory making parts, um, the making parts thing probably isn't what gives you life. It's probably the end result that is going to happen. Or maybe for some of you, it's going to be the fact that the people that you're working around are the people you get to invest in, and the people you get to inspire, and the people you get to help to accomplish what they want. Or maybe it's the fact that this job is the gateway for you to be able to provide things for your family you didn't think you could provide outside of this job. Someplace in what you do, there is something that is helping you just come alive. And if you're still looking to find it, don't stop looking for it. It may not mean that you need to find a new job. It may just mean you need to find the new purpose within your job. And it's actually not a new purpose. It's your built-in purpose. It's who you are. And honestly, for me in my journey, I I didn't know that I was really missing that as much as I was until my inner circle of relationships just started pushing on me and challenging me, because I was in a season where after I'd been sick for several months and my company started declining dramatically because I wasn't pouring into it, and I went from having a 5-man team, all of a sudden I'm back to a 1-man shop. I was at a season where I'm just like, man, rebuilding this organization is hard. And I started thinking about things, and maybe I even started looking for some job interviews just to see, hey, would it be good just to get a paycheck and not stress about money day in and day out as an entrepreneur? And in that season, my inner circle of people just really challenged me. And I shared with them some of what I was contemplating. In that day, two of them, Lars and Christina, separate, apart from each other, they both reached out and just said, you need to be a coach. You need to think at exploring this other area. And it's been a couple of years since that phone call from those guys. And since then, they've continued to pour into me, continued to encourage me. And I don't know that I would be so alive right now if it wasn't for those people seeing something in me and calling me to that, calling me to a higher level. And so sometimes if you're struggling to find that higher level of purpose, if you're struggling to feel that sense of what am I doing? Why am I investing in this? Sometimes you just need those people that are closest to you to have some heart to heart conversations with you. And you just need to have the courage to say, I'm not sure why I'm doing this. I'm not sure what I'm trying to accomplish. So, those are just some reflections I have for you this morning. Have courage as you go after your purpose. Have courage as you think through the bigger reason for why you're doing what you're doing. It's not to make parts, it's not to do books, it's not to provide services to things. It's to do something that you're uniquely wired to do. And you've got to figure out that unique wiring of stuff that you have and figure out how to bring that into what you're doing in this season. And sometimes it leads to a career change, but sometimes it just leads to a mindset change and a purpose orientation. And find your, as my friend Christina often says, your true north. Find what gets you going and keeps you going the right direction. So those are some thoughts. If you're struggling to find purpose, if you're struggling to find a community that you can talk to to help you discover that purpose, hey, let me know. Let's get on a phone call. Let's meet up and invest in you for a season so that you can make sure that you're living into that purpose.